What is the PMP's alternative? First of all, to the bus situation. Miss Brits, before you even, first of all, no matter what it is that the PMP say, you're not going to accept it. Because you already accept what was fed to you, what was breastfed to you, or spoon fed to you, or nasogastric tube to you by the Jamaica Labour Party. So you are somebody who is extremely politically biased. You understand? What do crab legs? Or what do crab legs? We don't know what to do. I swear to God, we don't know what to do. I swear to God, I don't know what to do. Hey, move this cheap knife away from my very expensive birthday present before I have to do it with you. Next thing comes scratch up my samurai knife. Anyways, see? No. As me I say, people, oh, me I beg on a please to support my life goal. My life goal gone? Tony, come look here. People, I put up cowboy hat for my life goal. I know I say, well, it's not the normal thing, but time's hard and crab legs need to be purchased. So I'm asking you, please, if you guys could please, because we don't want to go down the road that we were alleged to have gone down before. So we have to go down a new road. So if we could have said the little cowboy hat, then we put on my bald head so it can protect me from NC battles and other projectiles that might be hurled at me. I would really and truly appreciate it. You understand? No. No. Go and teeth it. Will do. Thanks for your vote of confidence in my level of expertise. No, as we are saying now, when we talk about information being put out there, up until a month ago, I was unaware of the infant mortality rate at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. I was unaware of the infant mortality rate at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. For all of the persons who never know, but who wasn't aware, who never know about what the infant mortality rate at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital was, please to type the number 1. Type the number 1. If you never did know what the infant mortality rate was at Jubilee, please to type the number 1. If you never did know. If you did not know. Because remember I said, we are not members of the Jamaica Labour Party, so we are not informed of everything that is going on. The people who are aligned to the Jamaica Labour Party, they know everything. They know everything and they don't need no form of information, because anything that the party tell them run with it. Anything that the party states, them run with it. Anything that the great, infallible, unreproachable Andrew Holness says, them run with it. Anything. Because Andrew Holness is omnipresent and omnipotent. And once the person is clad in a green outfit or puts up their hands and says shower or says some form of labor item, they are omnipotent and omnipresent and they are beyond reproach. That is what based on what the JLP supporters believe. That's what they believe, that you should not question their resolve any other, because they know best and nobody knows anything at all but them. Now, for the other persons who are here who are not blind with the hue of green tinted spectacles, I am sure that you were disheartened and your heart felt a squeeze when you heard what the infant mortality rate was at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. I am sure that you were disheartened. And I just want to big up Mr. Dawes for his relentless push to inform the public. Whether it is campaigning or political tactics or whatever it is that he's doing, me personally, me appreciate it. You know why me appreciate it? Because if I never for the political theater, then people would not run up and down and put themselves in a circle and I try to chase them tail to try to correct things. Because it was less than a year ago that the Minister of Health came out and he was complaining and he was urging the people of Jamaica or the women of Jamaica, which are the women them end up blaming. The woman them, the Ministry of Health end up blame for the low birth rate of the country. The woman them of Jamaica, them jump up. When them say, oh, nobody now breathe. Enough time I look on them live. I say, oh, people, I see enough people in the live, them are cuss about the woman them woman they be a skettle and them woman they are or I be a bitch there in a place and them gyal want run wild. And all them gyal want do I just party and mock and this and that and real. And that me hear majority of the live them and I talk about political life, me I talk about right across TikTok. Yeah, babe.
Your belly is not. Sit down and eat it. JR, your belly is not.
Hold on there, people. Tony, put some ice in a cup here and...
Daniel, come sit down and eat something.
Pops, sit down and eat some of my food now, please. You can't eat nothing there, man.
Just eat in the bathroom.
I want to sing the rest of it.
You can't see her side. Here, alright, here me have a do. Do me a favor. Eat this bread. Finish eat this bread and put some butter on it. Tony, now you please get some put on apple jelly first. Fear with some ice and a cup. People, give me a minute there. Give me a minute there.
You use this cup this morning?
Yeah, it good, man. Let's put some ice in it and put on apple jelly in it.
Apple jelly, apple.
Apple jelly. Give me a second. Some strange reason somebody on me now one father, you know? 1 second there. Pops, I just want to eat one slice of the bread, alright?
Andy has eaten anything.
I don't say one man, but you can just eat one slice of the bread. I'm going to send the full symphony. I'm ready for perform.
No, you didn't eat last night either.
Yeah, but when I film time for me, I'm down the place, so if I'm not eat much now, just make me just eat anymore. What up? Yeah. All right. Now, Leonard, me not talk to you. As I said, this is not. I am never gonna be ever gonna try to convince Jamaica Labour Party supporters to vote for the PMP. I'll never do that because you people are already brainwashed and indoctrinated in the phone part. So, you're hopeless. You understand? I am here to edutain the people of Jamaica, or my followers, or the people who choose to stretch them legs and come over to my platform. So I'm here to edutain them, to entertain them while I educate them as to what is going on in the country. You understand? At this junction, we are talking about issues that have presented themselves. If it is that you do not like when persons see the errors of your way, or people to see the dastardly deeds that your party is doing, you can always block me. You understand? So if you want to believe that I'm a member of the propaganda machine, or you believe that I'm a liar, everything that I say is Googleable facts and facts that are presented in the news. I am not an investigative journalist. I have not gone to these establishments and did any investigation for myself. I am going based on what is presented in the media and what is presented by public information. You understand me I say? So if you feel like I'm lying, it is simple. You can come off of my platform, start a live on your platform, and counter every argument that I make. Simple. 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 It's easy, you know? Easy. You don't have to punish yourself by allowing yourself. No. You see, you don't have to punish yourself by sitting here. You see? Your friend, Alright, me not say nothing bias now. Tell me what it is that I have said bias. Everything that I've said out of my mouth from there is facts. The only problem is that all of the facts are in conjunction to what it is that you people are purporting. Now, back to the thing we are saying now. With everything we are going, with the infant mortality rate, nobody was made aware of this. Nobody never, it was not public. It's things that were happening and not we are hide, but it was not being reported on. You understand? As I said, a year ago, less than a year ago, the Ministry of Health was on a campaign to tell the women that, okay, we need to start have more babies because the truth of the matter is Jamaica has an aging economy. And the reason why Jamaica's economy is aging is because less children are being born. And in this socio-economic climate, it is repugnant to believe that we should encourage people to have children now when there is so much economic uncertainty and the fact that people are struggling to meet their day-to-day needs. So for us to say, okay, just go and breed when there are no benefits or there's nothing, the education system is not there, is not geared to facilitate the education of our children that we're having. The health system is not there to foster the health and safety of the citizens of this country. There's no proper social networking here, economic social network here to support people who are having financial hardships with their children. There is not adequate housing opportunities or housing options available for persons here. So how is that going to facilitate people encourage people to want to procreate or to have children? How is that going to encourage people to do that? And then the government is imploring the populace of the country that, oh, we need to procreate, we need to have more children. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And then, as I said before, the majority of the people on social media are so reactive and so reactionary that when these statistics were put out that the birth rate is declining in Jamaica, Zane, the birth rate is declining in Jamaica, Zane, the first impulse of the majority of people on social media was supposed to bash the woman and say it's the woman them fault, that the woman them careless, that the woman them want to run wild, that the woman them want to do this, and the woman them want to wear wig, and them want can man, and them want to fly go yes and this, and them no want responsibility, and them want cocoa melon free, and the whole of the girl them want dash your belly, and them things. These are the things that cause us to come and say, oh, them things cause the lower birth rate. But when people do full of bag of words, a shoplifter, walk list of bomb taking medication and go take it and go in a while. Walk list, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, as me say, we need to understand this. Say people are out here telling us that we need to have children, and then the number one facilitate a medical facility to facilitate the birth of children is being run in a way that children are dying left, right, and center. That there is inadequate. That there is inadequate. There is inadequate facilities for children to survive at. So you are pressure we, and then una go say are the mother them fault because the mother them not got enough clinic, because the mother them not eat as much, because the mother them not the gestational nutrition needs are not this. So now blame the mother them for the fact say the premature baby them are dead. So Lando style say y'all listen all now, or here we go on Lando style. The reason why you can't understand or you can't hear no sense of me I make I'm going to say this straight up. Is because you lack the cognitive dissidence if follow 1 plus 1 if make it real, make 2. It's impossible for you to follow 1 plus 1 equal 2. Let me tell you something, people. Never you try to explain to a blind man. Somebody were blind the whole of them life. Never you try to explain to a blind man what the color of blue look like. Never you try to explain to a blind man what purple looks like. Never you try to explain to a blind man what the color white looks like, or the shade white. You understand? Humble youth, when I use no big word humble youth, we just talk normal in general. And the good thing about it, you see smartphone we have, it have chat GPT, it have Google, it have everything on it. Somebody say you're not making no sense, just saying a lot of nothing. Alright, as I say, now it's gonna make sense to you because you're blind. And me I try as a blind man, I try to look on you as a blind man and say, blind man, watch that. This is blue. Alright, you see blue kind of have a look of purple. But you're blind, you never see purple yet. Blue is the color where you use, so you mix that color. But you never see that color. Blue kind of look like the color where you see the sea. But Jesus Christ, you never see the sea yet. So I can't explain to you what blue is. So when I try to explain to you as somebody who is politically blind, you're politically blinded. And you only can see everything that you have seen so far, or everything that you are able to have seen is what is shown to you by your political party. So when I'm showing something that goes in contrary or something that you have never been exposed to by your party, it is impossible for you to see it. So that is why nothing that I say right now is going to ever make sense to you. Somebody said politically blinded. All right, you're a friend. Let me tell you on this. You just get voters ID. Just apply if you not get it yet. Not even sure if you can vote in the next election. Because I hope somebody won't come out before it's done. I've never voted in my life. Never. Never ever voted in my life. Never ever voted in my life. I have never voted in my life. And for the people that say me blind, I have come here several times and I have expressed. Daryl Anthony Cummings. Daryl Anthony Cummings. What want for headphone? Alright, turn it down, please. Turn it down for me, please. Thank you very much. See? As me say, I've never voted yet. Never. And in my community that I live, I have been heralded as a laborite in this community that I live, because I've lived in this community for a very long time. A very, very long time. Very, very long time. When PMP was in power, I was living in this community. And this community is a community that heralded me as a laborite, because when PMP was in power, I was very outspoken and very objective. I used to go to the meetings at the community center and I used to speak about the things that the PMP are not doing for my community and the things that the PMP under the Portia Simpson regime was not doing for the country, not only my community. And whenever the MP, Mr. Palwell and his team was walking in, they used to point to my yard and say, over there so the laborite live. They used to point from my yard. You can ask anybody in my community. Anybody in my community. You can tell them. Because from them time they remember. And when they do them political work now, no. Them hail me as comrade. Somebody say, you can't please. I'm just like, no, Leonard. It's not a crybaby. My objective. My objective. Because once upon a time, I never have a family, I never have a pitney. Once upon a time, I was a selfish individual. Once upon a time, I never used to business about nobody else, because once I have money in my pocket and once I do what I need to survive, that's all that matters. Never. All I used to concern of the insurance, say, all right, boom, I have money in my account, yes, I have food in my fridge, and I have cash, and I can do what I want to do. I never used to business. those are labor right principles. Because you don't believe in individualism. You don't believe say uno alone must survive. You don't believe say uno alone must alright. You don't believe say a select few alone must reach up there. You don't believe say the people them will now make it in a life, or the people them will do have it, or the people them will not see success for because them lazy, or because them workless, or because them not try hard enough, or because them not consistent enough. That's why them not make it. That I want to believe. You don't understand say there are people here that go to work every single day. Every single day them go work longer hours than me and you combined for the entire week. Have second job, have side hustle and all them something. And them have push themselves to the limit. And them can barely make ends meet. Them must suffer. Me tell a man this in a dog. You see the hardest thing for doing that earlier? The hardest thing for doing that earlier? Have a float economically. And what is economical floating? Economical floating is making ends meet. It's easy if you look in a hindsight after you do something. You say after you do something, after you accomplish something, it's easy if you look back and say, boy, yo, when me did broke, you know, all me that do, I just do this and take myself out. Me used to broke one time, and when me did broke, you know, me used to I used to go treat, but no fun to remember how it did feel when you broke. No fun never remember that sense of hopelessness there when you broke. You feel like say the people them out here were broke and hungry, them not try, and them not force, and them not push themselves to actually elevate. Let me show you something simple. Let me show you something simple. Let me show you something. Tony. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Somebody's on the phone right here. I don't know who's on the phone right here. Something as simple as this. Hand soap. One of them hand soap here. Antibacterial hand soap. See? One of them soap here. I feel $960 plus tax. Not like $940 plus tax for one of them soap here. For one. For one of them soap here. If you buy one. $940. Call it 1,100, 1,200 with tax. I'm not sure exactly. For one. If I go on Amazon, I can buy the case of them here with 12 or 24. And if I buy the case of them with 12 and 24 or 24, I might get the case of them for like probably 45, between 45 and $60 plus shipping and clearing. You understand? But one of people understand is, if I want the soap now, me not have $60 because $60 are roughly $60 are roughly 9 grand. See? So I spend 9 grand and get 24 of them. Or 8 and get 24 of them. You understand? But because I'm there at Jamaica right now, or you can go and you buy one of them alone for $1,000. So if I buy 24 of them, would I get 24 of them for the price of 8 of them? See? So if I get 8 of them here and put them 8 from 24, how much, guys? 16. So I would have 16 extras left. If I don't know about Uno, but I wash my hand enough. So one of them here probably last 2 weeks. For a week and a half, one of them probably last in a bathroom. You understand me I say? So 24 of them here would have roughly last a year. You understand? So for that year, instead of buying one hand soap, would have saved $16,000 per hand soap for the year because me I buy the case. You understand? So I would have saved $16,000 per hand soap for the year. And how do I get to save that $16,000? Because I had the economic girth to purchase in bulk at once. Now people might say, oh, and everybody use hand soap. I could go as simple as toilet paper. Tony, where? Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to use something simple. Bread. One giant bread. Zane? How much for one giant bread? I don't remember. But just buy the bread today, but honestly don't know how much I'm not telling a lie. And every time I talk the prices, people say a lie, me I tell. How much for your bread, people? I don't know how much for your bread. I don't know. But just they pay my bill. I don't know how much for the bread. Shop me go. Not even supermarket. Shop me go. So I don't know how much for the bread. Just order bread and pay for bread. How much for your bread? People come in, please. Somebody says $600 for your bread. $540. I could say $500 for your bread. See? I could say $500 for one bread. One bread having about 4 slices come out of the bread. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 slices and 2 bread back in our bread. 18 slices and 2 bread back for $500. I just say roughly $500. I don't know how much for it. I could just use $500 as a round number. $500 for one bread. And it having, call it 20 slices in it. I could say you eat 2 slices of bread per sitting. Zin, so that's 10 days worth of bread. If you have the economical, 10 days worth of bread. Back in the day, I could have mashed up all this bread in a one day. I can mash up half of the bread in a one sitting. I don't talk about me, so don't look on me, because me craving. We are talking about somebody we are on a budget. 2 slices of bread per sitting. So you look on roughly about 10 days worth of bread, right? Yeah, so you get for $500. Zane? For $500, roughly. You have persons who want bread to eat right now, but they cannot afford bread, so they go to the shop and they buy 2 slices of bread for $100. I have seen it. I know exactly where it's selling. Mall Road, Dunkirk, Rockfort, Jungle, Jonestown, Almantown, Almaral Town. You can get 2 slices of bread for $100. Do remember, you have basically 20 slices of bread in this. So for the same $100, for the same what you normally get for $500, it now costs $1,000. And the reason why it costs $1,000 is because you are poor. So things are more expensive for people when you are poor. When you are poor, the same amenities that when you look on and say, oh, a $500 for your bread. A $500 bread is not $500 for your bread. You're a poor man. Because there are a lot of persons who cannot afford. A lot of persons who cannot afford $500 one time. Because the phone say, yo, it better just spend the $500 one time. But suppose you're hungry right now. And after you screw up or send your picnic at school or whatever it is you do, or send your to work, or buy like a curse knife or whatever it is, or buy some coal for fry your egg or whatever, all they can put together is $160 or $180 or $200. All they can afford for buy for eat is 1 egg and 2 slices of bread. You see, when we broke down things, a lot of persons don't understand. A lot of persons look at life from their eyes only. Somebody says poor planning down the line. It's not poor planning. How can you budget from nothing? How do you budget from nothing? What persons don't understand it. And this is the problem with a lot of uno. Uno don't consider what other persons are going through. Uno look on it with full circumstances. Uno look on problems with only full circumstances alone. From your purview. It's easy for Bumbo. No, them not tap the screen. People have to tap the screen. There's something I say inactivity. Una gonna make the live cut off, you know. Una have to tap up the screen, guys. Tap up the screen. Because it say inactivity. Zane, tap the screen or comment. Just comment anything. If you want to write crab legs or dirty teeth or nasty boy or fat boy, just write something in the comment section. Forget the engagement up. Say no, cut off my life. Anything you want to write. Stinking nabi, dirty stinking triplex. Batman. Anything well not right Batman. I really like it. Zane, just selfish. Yes, thank you. Crab legs, thank you. Beautiful. Now, as me I say, when you only look at things from your point of view alone, from how it is that you are living your life, from how it is that you are experiencing the world, things you might look at other people's situation and say, them are idiot, or poor planning, or them people are workless, or them people are careless, or them people are croft. But what a man don't understand, you know, what a man don't understand, and I've shown about poor people. I not think I go to minimum wage. I could go to somebody where I work $20,000 a week. That is more than minimum wage. Somebody where I work $20,000 a week. Me ask you a question. You feel like say when the $20,000 come in your hand, you have the whole $20,000 to spend now? Like really sweet. When I get the 20,000 in your hand, you have the whole 20,000 to spend right now? Me ask a question. I could even go a little further. Somebody will get $50,000 a week. You feel like when you get $50,000 for the week, you have the whole $50,000 to spend right now. Today a payday. Today a payday. Friday. I could say today a Friday, and Friday a payday. And it is now 1:30 and you get paid 4 o'clock. At 1:30 now, you get $50,000 at 4 o'clock. You feel like when you get, you feel like the whole $50,000 I go right in your hand. Elsa the Hudson or Elsa Hudson. What? Elsa, are you really like you really write that name there? Come out here, Elsa. Because you look like a young person in the description. You know your mother never like you. Because your mother gave an old name there, a retired name there. I don't even think you can still register people with them name there, Elsa. Who the hell names their child Elsa in a 2025? You look like you're about 30. 30 years ago was 90. Who the hell was naming them pitney Elsa in a 1995? Oh, which forward thinking person would have named them pitney Elsa in a 1995? Who would do that to themselves? And even if you name Elsa, why would you put your name, put Elsa by your social media thing? When you want, what? How are you going? You want to use it for part benefits or something? That name the command man, and name the too near to retirement man. Command man, and see that when you come fast with people with some younger name like Brittany, Ashley, Alicia, Tamika, not even Gwyneth, because them their whole name, and Lauren, them whole name them there. You understand me I say? And Claudette, whole name, Pearline, them whole name there. Hell see that. Come on man, do better than that man. Anyways, as we are saying, when we are looking on things like them thing, you have to understand. Zane, you have to understand. There are persons who, before them even get them paycheck it done, if we earn, I'm not going to use myself as an example. Them say the average person in Jamaica earns between $80 and $120,000 a month. Google says. Them say, I lie me, I tell you, but that's our Google, so that's our average. I want to know average go. You have a median between the most and the least. Everybody come to divide by the amount of persons are working and they get the amount. So between 80 and 120,000. That's what Google says. And me say it. We can Google it. And me say it. If I lie, I lie. But we can push it up even more. I could say $200,000 a month. $200,000 a month. I could say the average person. We have push it up. You see, you notice how me I be very lenient. $200,000 a month. When you forget, you pay the 25th of the month. I get $200,000 a month. Ask anybody who are collect pay monthly. The average person. Well, not anybody, because one thing about the people in the Labour, Tony, you see the people who were subscribed or are a part of the Jamaica Labour Party in Jamaica, these people are financial gurus. These people are financial gurus. They are savants. They are the best of the best at everything they do. They do not suffer from the economic strains or constraints of this country. The way of them supernatural, when them drive, for them vehicle don't even lick patrol, Tony. I swear to God. They don't see patrols. You know the car when you wing, the China car where them say can float over patrol and them car the Labour right drive. For them vehicle don't lick patrol. them no know hardship, them no know for them vehicle, one tank of gas carry them 3 months. Them no know economic constraint. Them have them you see if they pack them there for them yard, when them cook 1 pound of chicken, it multiplies. It's like how Jesus feed the multitude with the 5 loaves and the 3 fish. I so feed them pot. Just any meat we go in it multiply. So them the world, the country is just beautiful and everything wonderful. So we feed them 200,000, them spend 35,000 pay them bills and buy groceries and have 170 or 150,000 put on can save every month. So them them have full economic freedom because the system is so wonderful for them. So none of them me I talk to. Me I talk about the other people them in Jamaica. Me I talk about the other people them in Jamaica right now where no subscribe to labor right propaganda. Me I talk about people living in the real Jamaica. When the mountain come, Zin, and when mountain come, I have to get $200,000 before the peer reach your account is done. If I lie me I tell, type thief. If I lie me I tell, type thief. If I chew me attack, type crab leg. If I lie me I tell, type thief. If I chew me attack, type crab leg. If I chew me attack. If I lie me I tell you no, type thief. But if I chew me attack, type crab leg. Thank you. Zin? Zin? When you no set so boom. And you know you forget your pay month, no matter how much you get. Talk, more than listen what me I say now. Don't type now. Listen what me I say first. Stop type and listen. Because I can't me alone this happen to. Wanna look for me now. See, wanna look for me now and understand what me I say now. See, bumbo, them start send for the labor right, them start say, be a labor right emoji come out and me glad don't come over here, man. Am I the only person who, when mountain come, and me get paid, and after me pay my bills them, mortgage, JPS, insurance, life insurance, medical, water, internet, phone, give a figure thing, and I have a mindset to say, I'm supposed to have, say me supposed to have $50,000 left. When me don't pay everything, say me supposed to have $50,000 left. And if me go in my account and go check, and me see $80,000, me start fret. Am I the only one who starts to fret and start to think of which bill me not pay? I walk go on, I really go on. No, something wrong, something right, no, something up here. When me start think, when I go in there, I go look and me say, more money in there than what me think. Me start fret to myself and say, no man, something right here, so something up here. Am I the only person who that happened to? And me now make $20,000 a week. Me now make $20,000 a week. And I think of myself as a very frugal person. Anybody know me, know say me mean. I am very frugal. Me not buy expensive things, me not splurge, me not them thing there. Zin? So because I am a frugal person, when me see more money than what me expect for in there, me worried, me concerned because I know some budget. You understand? Zin, I'm not one of those persons who's just gonna impulse spend. Enough time I did man have look at me and say, spend the money now. Buy the what you do? Me is a man when let me tell you straight, dog, let me tell you, yo, that's why I not like us. You see, anytime I go supermarket and me buy all meat, when I take up all the meat, dog. What's if me they have foreign, dog? Sometimes I see all a bag of chicken and one bag of chicken costs $14.38 and one bag costs $14.29. Which one I think me I take up? Which one I think me I take up? Which one I think me I take up? Up to this day. And sometimes my baby mother say, what 10 cents, what 4 cents I gonna do for you? What 4 cents? 4 cents, 4 cents a month? What? Just take up with something where you look. You still look. No, Because I do some of mine program, brother. On a crab leg budget. Hey, but I like it. So, when I'm gonna go say, the people them will earn $15,000 or $20,000 a week, the reason why them can't buy a whole of bread one time is because them now plan out their money properly and them now budget properly. You know what I mean? You know what I wish? You know what I wish? What I wish? I believe this. And the only way we are going to have politicians who are sensitive to what is going on in the country. You see, anytime we feel like politicians, after you win your seat, them for freeze them account, freeze all of them account. And after you win and become the political leader, you are forced. You can't live at your same house or wherever you want to live in. But force these people to live on the average salary of the average Jamaican for 6 months. Whichever party win. Make we say, alright, every politician for the next 6 months, you account them freeze. All your accounts are frozen for 6 months. And you'll be paid $200,000 a month, or even $250,000 a month for 6 months. And make we see how them survive on that for 6 months. Make we see how them survive on that for 6 months. And you see after that 6 months, I can guarantee you, some of them are go wicked, no, some of them are just sociopath, some of them politicians are just some real sociopath, them no business about people, none at all. Some of them really sweet, them just really are animals. Really. You understand? But you see the one them have any form of heart or any form of compassion, after them survive for that 6 months and see how rough and hard it is. I bet you say them change the way them look on legislation. I bet you say them change the way how them look on legislation. Now, here we go on now. Now over here, and I'm not going to tolerate. Please, people, do not call the Prime Minister of Jamaica a thief. I do not want to be over here to talking about the Prime Minister as a thief. Don't write them something in the comment section, please. You understand? Because I have to have respect. The truth of the matter is our Prime Minister. You understand? And I believe in innocent until proven guilty. I don't know that there have been accusations, but whatever accusations have not been founded, they have not been tried in a court of law. So I'm not going to have no over here berate the Prime Minister of Jamaica. You understand me? I say, irrespective of how we might feel about his political inclinations, the truth of the matter is respect is still due because we are Jamaicans. You understand me? I say, and we can talk and we can be objective to persons without being disrespectful. We don't have to use the same rhetoric them with them do. Left that to the labor right them. The labor right them are the people them with the gully type of politics. You understand? Left it to them. You understand? We're not brainwashed and we're not blind by nobody. Zane? We don't need for sex and call nobody no thief or no this or no that or no gunman or no bad man. We don't need for that. We just need all we have to do is sex and the facts are just the facts. Zane? We don't need for that, dog. There is so many things that is going against the Jamaica Labour Party for no focus on stupidity. When me, you see, anytime I see some live and I hear people talk about, oh, Andrew Wellness and him 28 bank account. But just come off of them live at the same time because them think they're ridiculous, brother. If we not go talk, use facts and use things that are credible. 28 bank account don't mean that he's a thief. None at all. Me and nobody. I know, first of all, every Jamaican who got primary school have at least 2 bank accounts or 3. Every Jamaican who went to a primary school or a prep school have at least 2 or 3 bank accounts. And 90% are broke like dog. Every Jamaican have 2 or 3 bank accounts. Zane? So we now go even talk about it, but the bank account thing is baseless. Because enough away. You remember when they go primary school and the bank come and then tell everybody say if you can't $500 come at school and then give you a bank account. I don't remember which bank, if a NCB or Scotia or I don't remember CIBC, I don't remember which Bank it was, but the whole of it in a primary school, then they tell if you can't $500 come. Or $300. I don't remember which bank it was, but I want to tell a lie for the people in bank if a JN or NCB or Scotia. But everyone that we are primary school and they give one book. Then give one book in one little tin book and one little plastic sitting for the one sleeve for the book going on. All the way. As Jamaican. We got primary school or prep school, it happened to the whole of it. You understand? And when you set some put in your little money, you get it. And for you get the bank account there and put in the money there. How much you never see back the money there? How much you don't even know about the bank book there? And if you go run the financial run the financial history right now, the bank account there will come up. You understand? The bank account is going to come up in your financial history. Plus the bank account you have where you get your pay through, plus probably another your savings account, plus probably you have a next account you'll probably do like your trust for your pity them, or your life insurance or your indemnity them or whatever. So having a lot of bank account, there's a lot of way. What if you're in a business, like if you are just like LLCs or you do like free market trading and everything, like you have companies and them something different companies registered to you. You can't have multiple bank accounts. So this is why I not even look on that part there. I not look on that. We have a whole lot more other things that we can look on. Apart from the bank account. Then we can look on the fact say the man has a parliament are full of ministers that are incompetent. The man has a parliament full of ministers. I have a cabinet, I have a cabinet full of ministers that are grossly incompetent. The man have a cabinet of people who don't know, who don't have a clue what them do. Not one clue what them do. So if we have a talk about, we could talk about facts. We could talk about the education system of Jamaica. We could talk about the lack of advances in early childhood development in Jamaica. Let us talk about the lack of diagnostic tests for learning disabilities for the myriad of children in Jamaica, when WHO has proven that 1 in every 5 child suffers from a learning disability. 1 in every 5 child worldwide. Yet still, if you need to get a diagnostic test done for your child, the waiting period is over 2 years. Let's talk about the fact that this country is prioritizing. I'm sure you're sitting right now. You see, and every development a good development, yeah? And people are going to say my bad mind. I'm willing. You can't say my bad mind. Because I know enough liberate over here. You can't say my bad mind. Election will come now. I'm going to show you how the party and sense and waste money. Come give me a hug. I look stressed out. Why are you stressed out yourself, sir?
I'm not stressed out.
So what are you doing?
Just check it out, Bobby.
Okay. You beat? You want to go beat me? Can't put some back on the mosquito biter.
Mosquito never bite.
I know, but them where I dry up needs to get some back on them and then when I go there. So I'm going to take a shower and then Anthony come. And as I wake up, man, if you go bathe, remember so fat. Remember so fat? You forget? Alright. Yeah. Somebody say no thief can teach us nothing. What you do? 48 laws of power. Have you seen a read a book there? Have you seen a read a book there? The book the teacher says you're supposed to listen more than you talk, you know, right?
No.
You're supposed to be tactical and practical in your movement, right? I think that what you said a while ago was something tactical or practical. Why Auntie Tony attack you now here?
And then just
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. Later, We know what's going to happen, right? Huh? What's going to happen? What are we supposed to get later? And who's not going to get any? You got to what? So what you need for the insurance that you get? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, show up the door. And we tell me, walk with the towel guy bathroom and about to come out. I say, my son, hey people, my son has no pride. My son has no pride. Them man will just walk through the house naked. No pride whatsoever. No pride whatsoever. Where towel then? Look in the room. See, the man just walk out, no beard, no clothes. Or up and cook. Dog, love me the man, I don't cook nothing for the man. I tell you, say, I can't put me I cook today and fry bread fruit, you know. Can't put me I cook and fry bread fruit, cook down some canned pork. Not canned pork, jerk pork, me I cook down some jerk pork and fry bread fruit, my friend. By about 5, 6 o'clock. Ask Sakani, ask Tabuki what time on Sakani graduation, because I tell you some more go there. No man, we don't have to mute them, man, make them talk. You know, go and see me. No, sir. Anyway. Them already know? Jesus Christ, I'm not even going to start. Alright, ask him what, message me and make me know what time. Because I soon come off for that. Go next 15, 20 minutes to come off. As me say, what did I do a while ago? She told me I last time I did. What did I talk about a while ago before me? I cut. Brain and moves going on. Oh, yeah. And every development good. Wanna know me have ADHD? Everybody know that they diagnosed ADHD. I'm dyslexic too. This is not sitting where we hide. This is not sitting where we hide. Yeah, election will come. And the heap of spending we are going. Let me show you. If them people are really and truly business about doing things for communities or to help or about the safety and security of the children of this country, they would have spent the money better. I see them and said, come build tennis multi-purpose courts. Then build multi-purpose court in the community, them are grown. Zane? Zane? Them build multi-purpose court in them community. Zane? And like a stone throws away. A stone's throw away from these multi-purpose courts or basic schools that don't have toilet where I flush. A stone throw away from these multi-purpose schools. Them have basic school with toilet when I flush. People are going to say, oh, the multi-purpose court, them serve a purpose. What purpose? Them pick you now go to the river ramp. Them not playing. They are not playing. So building these courts with astroturf and them something upon it is a waste of money, brother. But guess what? It is good. It's something is a or a shrine you have built to your political party in these communities, so that everybody can walk past and say, oh, the MP did build that, because you have this big, pretty, green thing, well painted in the community facility that nobody's using. Waste of money. One of them build in the community adjacent to mine right now. And I swear to God, it built over there about 3 months now it built. And from the first day when it built and open one little football competition keep, I have never seen it being used. Ever. I'm trying to pass it every day. I don't see nobody pan it to play ball. None at all. And them want to build one up at Dunkirk right now. The MP go up there, go bust off the lock up there. If you go build one there now. Because them say election a come. If you go build one, if you go keep one football competition or a netball competition, after it done build and lock it up same way. For you to use it, you have to go sign up for use it. You have to, somebody have one person security and you have to go request for use it. It's not even open to the community for use it. So the people them done. Them people nowadays do not ramp. They don't play. There's no organized sports activity going on for them. So what is sense of build the court if there's no organized sports activity? When there are 3 or 4 basic schools around the area that do not have proper toilet infrastructure, that don't have proper chalkboards or wet boards. You understand? That doesn't have a proper sluice room, because every basic school need a sluice room, because Pitney, we got a basic school, do up themselves, mess up themselves, and they need for wash off and them something. They don't have that in the basic school. So many basic school here without internet access. When you go build a court for $30 million, $40 million, that $40 million they could have been broken up, $5 million to invest in the infrastructure of these basic schools in the community. When always talk about say, Tripple, you do not give suggestions, you only talk about problem. Here's a great suggestion. Because if you have a basic school, because basic schools are privately funded, you understand? They don't really get government subsidies like that. You're private. If them MP did really and truly business about the pity them and the development of the country, and that is one of the best ways to fight crime, to prevent crime. Education. If you invest in education, remember they say no, them say most children, if they don't have a good start, the foundation of learning is the most important years of learning. You can Google it. The most important years of learning for a child is between the age of 1, infancy, to 5. Are the most important years of learning, that between 1 and 5. You can Google it if you think I like me and tell. You understand? The most important years of learning between 1 year old and 5 year old. Most people, if they not get the proper foundation by 7 years old, them doom. And the basic school level, that age group, are we get the least funding by government. In the education system, the least funding. When the government are going to jump and talk about, there are so many heart is there for people to go and learn, or there are so many scholarships to go to university. The ass done gone through the gate, sorry for the bad word. The ass done gone by the time people reach age figure art. They look on 17, 18, 19 year old. By the time them forget scholarship, you look on 17, 18, 19 if you go university. The ass done gone through the gate. 90% of the people them don't even have the mental capacity to learn anything anymore. Them not the cognitive dissidents for discipline themselves to actually learn or apply anything that them learn, because them don't have the foundational educational structure they're supposed to get from early. And yeah, Una tell me say the education ministry competent, or the heads of the education ministry are competent, and these are things that teachers have been suggesting for years. Because this attack point here, when me say right now, upon TikTok, me go learn that too. When me listen to some teacher talk, what do you want some teacher talk and talk them? So me go learn that, and me go read for myself and look at it and see it's true. But see somebody say it, you know, you only say, when the masses are uneducated, they are going to trick. When the mass is educated, who are they going to trick and manipulate? And I truth. The government want us to stay dunce and fool. Because when people who have critical thinking skills come up on this, you know them say, who pay you? How much Mark Gold in a give you? How much them a give you? What them promise you? That you look space in a cabinet. Make it come to them no want to hear nothing. We have any form of cognitive dissidence. Them no want to hear nobody else and try to formulate poignant opinions. Them no business about that. Facts are facts and facts don't matter, but facts don't matter to people who are trying to spread propaganda. Facts don't matter to people who want for them way. And facts is making their way harder. Somebody said, Marky British can never become Prime Minister in Jamaica. Alright. Like I say. When you go wait for somebody where, what go on? Help you do what? The shower? My son has no pride. My son has no pride. Brother, don't bother feel like I labor them alone done, so you have some PMP out there with done to them. You have some of them with done to them. Nobody feel like others. One side alone. The two side them. The two side them need to pack up and left. The two side them need to pack up and left. Them ardent. The people them we talk about, oh, me a dieted, my mother was this and my mother was that. Them people need to pack up and left the country. Pack up and left the country. We need to have well-thinking people. People we understand, people we want better, we literally want better and don't just want food. And them people we need to come out, come vote. You see, anyhow, people who actually were voting based on their personal experiences and their personal understanding, Jamaica would have been so much better. Because guess what? Every MP, every councillor would have to work to get your vote. Because this is bigger than just Mark Golding and Andrew Wellness. It is much bigger than Mark Golding and Andrew Wellness. We need to think about it from a grassroots level, brother. From the councillor them, from the people them where they write this, from the people them where we see every day. There is no way these people say them a councillor them see. All the people them where delegate. Them delegate here. But in the community we see the people them where suffer. You there as a delegate and somebody come beg you $20 and $50 every day. And you know say you're a party now do nothing, but you're still aligned to the party and still have to tell somebody we beg you $20 and $50. We go vote for the same man. We make him in a situation where we make you have to beg $20 and $50 every day. Does that make any form of sense? And you are a delegate. The reason why you're a delegate, you're not a delegate from the Prime Minister. You know? You are not a delegate from the Prime Minister. You are a delegate to the leader of your party. You understand me? I say you are not a delegate from the leader of your party. You are a delegate to. So you are supposed to basically, as a delegate, be the tentacles, be the veins, be the arteries of the party. You are supposed to be the one that is out there in the street or in the communities, feeling the pulse of what is going on in the community and report it back upstream, send it up the chain of command until it reach the heads of whatever department that it needs to, so that change and implementation can be done and can be put out so it can reach you on the ground level. Your job as a delegate is not to ball out, shower or power the loudest. That is not your job as a delegate. Your job is, as a delegate is not supposed to be the one who distribute the free t-shirt them, or the KFC voucher them, or hand out the beer them, pan campaign, or tell who to sit down with on the bus, figure a seminar. That's not your job. Your job is to relate the needs and the wants of the community to your councillor, and then your councillor relate to your MP, and then your MP relate go right up to the head of the party, so they can govern in accordance to what is needed and necessary on the ground. But because we have these people who are blinded by their political aspirations or their political affiliations, they only see green and they only see orange. That is the biggest problem in this country, bad man. We now see what go on in front of we now see what is there. I am never ever going to look at and tell you and say PNP is a perfect party. Me now go tell you say PNP is a perfect party. I mean now go tell you say Jamaica Labour Party don't mean the country no farmer good. I am not going to tell you say the Jamaica Labour Party don't mean the country no farmer good. Me now go ever come here come tell you say Andrew Wellness don't mean the country no good and Andrew Wellness satisfied. I will never come tell you that. But what I will tell you is this. The PNP is the better choice right now. Based on the two choices that we have right now, none of the choices are perfect. But the better choice for me see right now are the People's National Party. And for you to say, oh, me not vote for none because none are better. You're just as bad as the person who vote for Labour. For Labour. You understand what I say? Zane? Zane? You have to understand this, bro. You have to pick. When you stop between the rock or the hard place, you have to pick one. You have to pick. You can't start on the middle and when the pressure start crush you, you start blame the people and vote for the thing where you crush you. You have to pick a side. You have to pick a side. In a slavery there was three types of slaves. Three types of slaves. You have a slave them with love. slavery, love them master gone to bed. Love them master gone to bed and say, oh, master do everything for me, and them afraid to go out there to go try something else because master do everything for them. You have the slave them. We say, oh, me can't take this no more, them rather dead than stay right or so, and them willing for rebel. And then and the worst type of slave. You see the slave will love master. Him horribly no, and him bad, but him not so bad. The worst slave was the slave with us never business. We just say, yo, me there already no man. We don't have suffer them, so let's work with that sufferation and that. Anything or anything, we just work with anything. You know. Oh, me not inform for you and tell master say I go run away, you know, but me not run away with you now, brother. Me just stay here say no. Them man they're the worst type of slave. The worst of them, worse than the slave them pick a side, because guess what? You see the man them pick a side. The man them pick a side, at least you know say them boy they are fussy. At least you know say them boy they no wit way. Them pick for stay under master regime, and them pick for them are informers. So anything we attack, we keep them out. But you see the man them when neutral, where you know sore which side them depend. That boat is something there. And the worst and the slave them, you know, I tell you, brother. From your born nose, it's DJ. Alright, I'm gonna ask you a question. DJ CC, I'm gonna ask you a question. That piercing away in my nose right here, so. This. In my nose right here, so. It ever make the gas in your yard done yet? It ever make the gas in your yard done when you didn't cook on a Sunday yet? That nose ring. That nose ring right here, so. It ever raise the price of bread at the corner shop where you go yet? That nose ring this. That nose ring right here, so. Where you not like? This. It ever cause it say your picnic can't get the rental book them what them need at school for do them assignment. That nose ring. This same one you not like. That nose ring right here, so from my nose. This, that one where you say this and that you can't do because of the nose ring. That nose ring, it ever cause your peer to not be able to stretch to your next payment cycle yet? If the answer to that is no, if the answer to all of those questions that I ask you is no, honestly in my heart of heart, like deep down in my heart of heart, I honestly believe that you have bigger problems than this nose ring in my nose. Like deep down inside, me just person, I don't know, I don't know if I'm now, you know, but this is my personal belief that you might have bigger problems to worry about than the nose ring in my face. Somebody say why PMP? Alright. The reason why I chose PMP right now is because the manipulation of the Jamaican Labour Party is too obvious. I have heard the plans of Damien Crawford. The issues that I am voting on I'm voting on mostly are education and healthcare. Those are my number one priority. Zine? Education and healthcare. What I see from Dr. Dawes and what I know Dr. Dawes for because I know Dawes from before in inner politics. I know somebody with me too tech tea with. You understand? I know somebody who me have to say, okay, oh, he's just a great person. But I know him as a professional and I respect him as a professional. I respect him as a physician and I respect him as somebody who is very ardent and very critical in what it is that he does. He's created his practice. Well, people have said, oh, his father was doctor or whatever, but he created his practice. But people don't understand, you know, everybody got help from somewhere, but his own personal practice, his own personal successful practice that he has done, and a lot of the infrastructure that he created for his practice with his limited resources that he has done for himself. I feel like this can be translated into our current health ministry. You understand? I think that he has the competence and the expertise when it comes to procurement, and also the medical expertise, the trained expertise as to the medical system, as he has worked in not only the private sector, but the private health sector, but the public health sector. Plus he has the necessary links and communications. Plus he is extremely respected by the medical professions of this country. Anybody will hear a talk out against DAS from the medical field, no nurse, no doctor now said a foolishness DAS attack. Any nurse or any doctor where hear say anything, check them on, you see a green wristband. Check them profile, you see a green heart or a bell somewhere in there. Any nurse or any doctor where hear talk anything bad about DAS. The people them who are neutral, the people in the health sector who are neutral, they must say DAS in the health sector. We can move over to education now. Damien Crawford for education minister, or leader of the education ministry. Damien Crawford can teach a slug how to swallow salt. Damien Crawford can teach a slug how to swallow salt. I have never seen a better teacher in my life. You understand? The way the man breaks down things into colloquialisms for the poorest of the poor, or for the least educated persons to be able to understand. Everything that this man has come on social media or on a public platform and talk is something that you can follow line by line, step by step, and step by step, and not see no form of misinformation. Somebody say he's gifted. You understand? Zane, this man is somebody who literally is able to paint a picture so vivid that there's no way that you can get lost in translation for it. And I believe in, come here, let me feel your back. Come here. I'll be there fast though. Let me smell your ears. One. Try off your back a little bit, Papa. Zane, I think you're wrong. Not because he's a doctor mean he will be a great job as enemy. I didn't say because he's a doctor. I said because this man is proficient, not just a doctor. This man is not just a doctor. This man has his own practice. You know, said the number one operating theater for cosmetic surgery. Him implement it. The most of the surgeon in Jamaica use. You know, say in a COVID when everybody buy oxygen, have oxygen shorting, this man says and buy something generate oxygen and put that in establishment. You know that this man is the number one gastrointestinologist in the Caribbean. This man has proven and shown you that he is very meticulous in research and oversight. You don't see it obviously because the way the man is so meticulous. This is why the labor them hate him so much. Because the man left no stone unturned. And this man is doing this with us. Him and female could be to assist them. Imagine if he had the powers or the capacity of the entire Ministry of Health. Imagine what he could do if he might do this by himself. Because one don't understand, you know, being a good leader, you don't have to be the most competent in a one individual thing. Being a good leader, you have to know how to choose competent people. That's what makes you a great leader. When you look at any football team, the man we are the captain for the team. He man always the most skilled baller. He man always the most skilled baller. He man always the fastest baller. But guess what? He man the person have the most knowledge of the game. That is 90% of the time who the captain is the person who have the best knowledge of the game. The person who can read the game. The person who knows the strength of every player of the game and knows how to motivate that player. The person with the strength to rise to the occasion. That is what you need as a good leader. And DAS have that. DAS have that. So we need a man like DAS in charge of the health ministry. Damian Crawford have that. We need someone like Damian Crawford in charge of the health ministry, or the education ministry. Me can tell you straight. Mark Golding is a nerd. And I truth. I just the truth. Mark Golding is a nerd. Mark Golding is a nerd. Him oafish, him kind of clumsy in his mannerism and his movement. Nerd. And Jonas, oh my God, he is so charismatic, so charming, so enigmatic. He is a silver-tongued, now I call him devil. You understand, it's not a disrespect. Because when somebody says a silver-tongued devil, they mean that you have the gift of gab. They mean you know how to talk, you know how to express yourself, you're excellent communication. Zin, that was say, me I fight down the country. People, me I ask you a question. Am I fighting down the country? Do I sound like somebody who is fighting down the country? Yes or no? Because liberate themselves fight me, I fight them country. Me I express myself. Do you get tear down or bring down from anything that I'm saying right now? Anyways, back to me I say. Andrew Wellness is a very charismatic, very charming, very enigmatic person. He knows how to speak. He knows how to express himself. He knows how to play people's feelings like a fiddle. He knows how to play people like a musical instrument. He knows how to lean by your impulses, lean by your emotions, them forget you to empathize with him. He knows how to do that. He is a slick, a very smooth operator. You can't give him that. Mark Golding, I can't tell you straight. Mark Golding, as I say, very clumsy. Very, very clumsy. He's a nerd. He's one of them people who are kind of awkward. You understand me I say? But this is not a personality competition. It's not a personality competition. What Mark Golding is a very competent leader. The PMP was in shambles before Mark Golding took over. Everybody said PMP not a party until Mark Golding took over. Mark Golding was able to rally the entire party together to show some levels of unity. Get rid of who need to get rid of. Who need for walk. And start it out. What I can tell you for a fact is this. In a business who have doctor behind them name or whatever. If we're going to talk about intelligence, if we're going to talk about political cadences, if we're going to talk about comprehension, if we're going to talk about not just speaking eloquently, but speaking substantively, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm telling you now, speaking slick and speaking intelligently are two different things. If you're really and truly, as I say, Andrew is a smooth talker, you know? Very, very smooth talker. You know? Him come like your ex where you want left, but if you sit down with them for too long, you fall back in love with them. You understand? Him come like that ex there, we just know which button for press to make you feel like say everything is gonna be alright. No matter how you vex with him or vex with her. Yeah, tell him. You see? So for the people I'm gonna say Mark Golding is not intelligent. What is the evidence that you have of that? Somebody say who would win in a debate? In a debate. Alright, to win a debate, you have to can speak better and you have to have the facts then aligned to you. I think that the current, by the time the political debates come around, they can tell us straight say Mark Golding never win. If a debate should happen probably today, probably Andrew Wallace would win. But every time we say Mark Golding, he gets better at public speech. If we look at Mark Golding 1 year ago today, we would have said Bumbo Clad dog, this man was afraid that Andrew Wallace to go up on a stage with him. No, if he go up on a stage with Andrew Wallace, I feel like he can't hold him own right now if you have a public debate. I'm not certain if I'm going to win, but I feel like he would have a fighting chance now if he got in a debate right now with Andrew Wallace. But the truth of the matter is, the longer Andrew Wallace takes to call this election, is the better developed Mark Golding's social muscles are going to be. You understand what I say? You see, anybody over PNP side, we decided to do this bus tour thing. We have bring Mark Golding everywhere and make him talk everywhere and make him communicate to the people and talk to the people. Me I tell you, that somebody that deserve a raise. Whoever is make that decision, them deserve a raise. Them deserve 1,000% raise. Anybody that decided to put Mark Golding in front of people to speak and allow him to talk to the people, yes, he make a couple mistakes, yes. Yes, him fumble a little bit, but every single time you see Mark Golding take the mic, he might get better and better. And if Andrew Wallace take 2 more months to call election, if him call it 2 more months, you are looking roughly about 3 more months before the first, 3 to 4 more months before the first political debate. And anyhow him give Mark Golding 3 more months or 4 more months of public speaking, him in a trouble. Him in a trouble if him give him 3 to 4 more months what a public speaking practices where Mark Golding, so you get a little jittery bugs all the time and get rid of awkwardness, because obviously I don't give a shit what nobody want to say. Obviously Mark Golding have a speech therapist or a debate lad I work with. Team of a debate lad or a speech therapist or a speech coach or a public speaking coach I work with. Because every time he goes out to speak, he's speaking better. And let me tell you the worst thing I ever do. The worst thing you ever do is underestimate the competition. The man of them 48 laws of power. I don't know which number law it is, but it said never you underestimate your opponent. Never you underestimate your opponent. And I think one of the biggest problem, the biggest thing them what happened to the Jamaica Labour Party is they underestimated the PNP. And for all of the people that we are talking about, say, oh, clean sweep, 48 seats to 2, or 48 seats to 3 or 4, whatever I want to say. You're sorry for you know. I am not saying that the PNP must win, you know. I am not saying the PNP must win. I am saying I am choosing the PNP. That's what I'm saying. If they win, they win. If they don't win. I would hope they win. I would wish for them to win. But if they don't win, the truth of the matter is, life a little harder. Enough people are going to feel the pain. And the truth of the matter is, whoever win me, I going to survive, you know. Because I come like cockroach. Come like crab. If a nuclear bomb drop, no. We still have to survive. Because I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. TikTok money. Alright, let me talk to you now. Alright, we are going at the little misinformation we are going. People have to comment. It has to me. People, may I be gonna please. Everybody type crab legs for me now, please. Everybody type crab legs. Everybody type crab legs for me, please. It has to me have my engagement. I go down. Everybody please to type crab legs. Please to type crab legs. Please to type crab legs for me, please, and thank you very much. Just type crab legs in the comment section, please. Can't make my life cut off. Please, let's type the word crab legs. Yeah, thank you very much. Zane? No. As me say no. No. As it pertains to the money for wait name again. I wanna talk about the TikTok money. This when this you see anybody when me hear talk about TikTok money from PNP, that does show me say you fall for the propaganda and how stupid you are and how uneducated you are and how I don't want to use the word dunce, you know, because I feel like dunce is a very overused word in this country. You see me? When I not talk about TikTok money, when did the PNP offer any money to TikTok, to TikTokers? Do you believe that TikTok is the only part of the creative industry? You think that TikTok is the only part of the creative industry? Let me talk about what that. The suggestion was made, or it was put forward, that how much billion them said, I don't remember exactly, how much billion for it? Was it 3 billion? Or 1 billion? I don't remember how much billion dollars that they said they were going to put towards the entity, 1 billion to media. I want to understand what's going on, right? I know so we're living in the 21st century now, right? You know, you play a chuggy father. Yeah, man, you know, so my book, man, chuggy can't kill if you not there, man. I want him to know, man. When I do know, say, Jamaica already losing the manufacturing. We can't get back the manufacturing jobs. Factories can't come back to Jamaica. Like factories, like from free zone era, can't come back to Jamaica. That is impossible because we can't afford them there. We don't have the workforce for that. We don't have the manpower for that. Not only do we not have the manpower, Jamaicans are not going to work for those wages. So that the industry is gone. The truth of the matter is one of the most viable product in Jamaica, or the easiest product to market in Jamaica, is our culture. Our culture is known right around the world. That's the thing we say, little but with talawa, is not just a saying, it's not just a colloquialism. Some people say tourism, but what is tourism? Tourism is not just sand and sea, because that everywhere else in the world cheaper than Jamaica. Jamaica is one of the most expensive tourist destinations in the world. You know that, right? This is why Jamaicans pay to go to Punta Cana, Panama, Mexico, DR, and other countries. See? The culture, the music, the food, that's what tourism is. Tourism is not sand and sea. The culture. What I need to understand is this. Jamaica is by far, per capita, by far the most influential country in the entire world. You can Google that. Now, Guinness Book of Records. You can Google it. Jamaica is the most influential country in the entire world per capita. And this is not something we just attack because we feel it. This is something that is factual. That sociologists have put Jamaica. We don't talk about just reggae music or Jamaica is the most. Jamaica per capita. Jamaica, for such a small country per square kilometers, for such a small country per capita, per population, we have generated the most influence over the entire world. And it is stupid to think that all these years that PNP was in power, all these years that JLP was in power, nobody decided to market, to export brand Jamaica. We always try to import people to experience brand Jamaica. And to invest in media is a way of exporting brand Jamaica. Investing in media. I say, we don't talk about figure man no money to go up and fly, but figure send a man a lion and a rose and tell a man about taps and roses. We don't talk about them bullshit there. We're talking about creatives. We're talking about the creative industry. Jamaica doesn't have a sound stage. Jamaica doesn't have a sound stage. You know how much show of Jamaican scenes tonight that were shot in Atlanta and California? That were shot in California and Atlanta. Movies that have Jamaican scenes tonight. That them go to Cayman Islands, them go Barbados, them go Antigua, go shoot Jamaican scenes. Scenes say they are Jamaica them there, when them don't even they are Jamaica. So when the People's National Party put it forward, say they're going to invest $1 billion. Me can look on the People's National Party and say, yo, you said that $1 billion there, you want to invest a fuckery. You need to at least $5 billion. You need to invest. In a media. At least $5 billion. Jamaica need at least 3 sound stages developed. You understand? Some movies can be shot. Over Jamaica need to set and just turn down one sound stage. The trailer and the multi-purpose stadium when them build on that big wild elephant that need to turn down a sound stage. And if you find the next one to put somewhere. In a center. Over Rebel Salute keep on them sitting there. Over there so need to build a sound stage over there. So that big level land there only once in a while concert build over there. Keep over there. Somebody said Babsy working and Babsy working on job world as a hub for that is bullshit. That's what Babsy about bullshit, it's not gonna work. Because the average person now can go over there and spend money on that. You understand me I say? Good idea, but it not gonna work. You understand? We need to invest in a programs to train camera operators in Jamaica, drone operators in Jamaica. Every Independence Day, every Grand Gala for the past about 5 years, we hire people from America and China and Sweden to come do drone show for Emancipation Day. If we did invest in a CPTC and train some drone operators and invest in the software, we could have that as marketing in a Jamaica where the government could earn capital from. Where we could have better marketing where other countries, other Caribbean countries could look to us for us to bring our things to them, to purchase from us instead of to bring people from all the way to China, Serbia, and America. Open the economy there. The film industry in Jamaica, it has struggled. If somebody not come from foreign, come invest in a movie for shoot at Jamaica, it not get no traction. Right now, South Africa and Nigeria, oh my God, the film industry over there, so it a flourish. It a flourish because guess what? Netflix and Hulu and all them people need content. Need content, need easily. And once upon a time when you need some big exorbitant budget to make a movie, you just need good quality cameras, good quality sound staging, good quality spaces where them can shoot now. We need to invest in that, and that is a part of the $1 billion investment. It's not supposed to go to Rosalie and blam them, nor Triple X. I will most definitely probably never see $1 of that money because I'm an old man now. I fears out entertainment right now. I go in a business. Fears out. When I look for all of them something, brother, you only think about what you can say now. You don't have no foresight. You don't look. You just look for everything surface level. This is the same thing we are talking about with the old poverty. You know? When you only look for things through phone eye and what you would do. Same thing with entertainment. You only look for it through phone eye because you don't understand, because you don't know the dynamics of it. You hear $1 billion being spent on media, and the first thing you think about is TikTok, taps and roses, and people that talk about brushing on them body hole and all them nonsense there. Because we don't understand what's going on in this world, and we don't see where the world go, where the world is trending to. A social media, the final frontier, brother. Internet, information highway, that is the final frontier. That is I think social media is a $30 trillion economy. US dollar we are talking about, $30 trillion economy worldwide. And Jamaica not even get $2 million US out of it. At your time. The cake is so big and so much in it we can get. So much in it because guess what? The second largest speaking language in the world is English. And Jamaica, which language Jamaica speak? Which language Jamaica speak? Which language Jamaica speak? Same way like how the call center them capitalize on the ability for Jamaicans to speak English that is understandable by first world countries, is the same way the media and the entertainment industry can capitalize on the fact that Jamaicans speak English or have the capability of speaking English that is understandable by the majority of first world countries. So that is a great talk. But guess what? I love propaganda, I love father, I love the little feather, I love the little explosive thing, I love shock metal, I love the little boom bap thing and the little toe and the mama lash behavior where you talk about, oh, we not talk about social media money you want, make you talk. You know that? That's why them don't want to fix the school them. That's why they don't want to pay the teacher them good. Because them do not want the people who are educated and who develop the cognitive disciplines to have more than surface level thinking. Them don't want to develop analytical skills. Them don't want to develop critical thinking skills. So them can tell you everything. No, I'm not a nationology. Long time we left this one. Long time. More than a year now. Make up on the mind what you want in a life, dog. Make up on the mind what you want in a life. And what you want in a life can't just be problems. It can't just be niceness and sports day and jump up and down. It can't just be sports day and jump up and down. It can't just be jump up and down, brother. It can't just be, oh, my side versus your side. It fuck up when only 20% when 30% of the country decide who are going to run 100% of the country. A 30% of the electorate vote at your time. 30% alone, not even 50%, not even half of Jamaica not come vote. 30%. We need to bring up the electorate to at least 50%. At least half of we need to vote this next election cycle. And the truth of the matter is, every single time, when you can look on it, every single time that there's a high voter turnout, PNP win. Because the JLP is not for the people. The JLP is for Jamaica. Jamaica as a conglomerate. Jamaica as an entity. Jamaica on paper. Not Jamaica of feelings. Not Jamaica of emotions. Not Jamaica of humanitarian development. It's not the Jamaica of the people. Of what's best for the people. It's about what's best for Jamaica as a business. So when they go tell us the GDP is that and that is that and we are down that and that and that and that, it's not for us. It's not for us, bro. Maybe people are jumping at talk about, yo, before me, you see, JLP make me can buy Peace Road. JLP make me can buy Peace Road. I can invest in my country. When PMP they bought, I couldn't do that. I couldn't invest in my country. I just have to see people I invest and I make money and I couldn't do it. Yeah, you can invest and you can buy Peace Road. I have to spend $20,000. Okay. The majority of the Jamaican have $20,000 to spend for buy stocks. The majority of Jamaica now have $20,000 to buy stock. The majority of Jamaica don't have $20,000 to buy stock. And even when you do buy stocks, how much people can put on $20,000 or $30,000 and I look back on it for 5 years? When the average person get $120,000 a month. Brother, the wise. Don't be pawns, brother. Don't be pawns, brother. Don't let them people take off the idiot part. Don't be pawns. Think for yourself. But don't listen to me neither now. Because I hear that, you know. Remember, me no sense. Don't listen to me. Don't want to research. Don't want to critical thinking. Do your own critical thinking. It's up to you. This angle, speak up yourself. People, when I don't say I have my life goal and I don't even get how much at me get. Or me get 3 at. Yeah, people may beg on start up my life goal now, please, and thank you. I get for come back. You done, man. I mix all that. Put my family to love son. Graduation idea. You understand? In the ghettos. You understand? My godson got school now. Got basic school in the ghettos. I want to go over there. I'll give him a little strength, you understand? Then, I'm not telling you from now, I don't want nobody else coming in my godfather. I can't afford it. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. Swear to God. I don't want anybody else coming. Anybody else ask for being a godfather, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I can't afford it. You understand? Zane, it was nice while it lasted. You understand? Big up to all I was saying. Ginger, big up yourself. Thank you very much for the act. You understand? People, how much more? I need 5 more at come on. Bust the youths, the man. The gas right and one. Send me what that? But you know say? It's the short lady that was in the block at my the short lady, which short lady that? I remember auntie sent me a DM, I said sorry. I don't know, say. She was say rough. You're rough out there, dog. I tell you the truth, but I gotta tell you the truth. Jamaica no worse, dog. 1 second.